Hey, and welcome to map 13 of Doom 64. This is Dark Citadel, and at the start here we've got to deal with these pinkies and the Baron of Hell up there. Gonna go and grab this bag of ammo and shotgun shells there. Gotta be careful because there are some traps on this level that will throw arrows at us, which we obviously do not want. Of course, if we had the double barrel shotgun here, this would be a lot easier, but beggars don't get to be choosers. So the super shotgun is actually in here, but the reason I didn't come in for it is because there's a bunch of enemies here that we obviously need to focus on. The Arachnotron being the most pressing because it can do the most damage to us in the shortest amount of time. These two Barons aren't that dangerous, and with the super shotgun, it's quite easy to dispatch of them. Like this. The switch to open the door again is over here. If you come into this room here, there's a bunch of imps inside the caged walls there. There's also an armor in the middle of this room, but we can't get it right now because, as you can see, walking inside the room triggers a room change, and a pretty dramatic one at that. If you fall down there, you're pretty much guaranteed to die, so don't do that. We'll be coming back for that later on. There's a secret behind this wall here, gives you a lot of ammo and an ammo backpack, so definitely worth grabbing that. As we head into this next area here, there's a bunch of spectres and a Hell Knight here that we have to deal with. He also has a friend here that should join him. That one hurt in particular, which was not nice. One thing I really like about this level as well is the shadows here. There's just a lot of attention to detail in sort of trying to make the sort of outside light seem like it's entering this very dark space here, and I do kind of love the use of that throughout this level. It's a particularly nice touch, I find. There's some Nightmare imps around the corner up here, which is what we're going to sort out before we head into the next part of the level. Again, you can see the sort of light beams coming through the window there. Very nice touch. There's some Arachnotrons here that we have to deal with. It's better that we deal with these guys now rather than when we go down the bottom. There's also a secret area here that is very useful for us. If we come inside here, there's actually a BFG and a Megasphere. Definitely going to be grabbing these. There's a bunch of enemies in this area here. We'll be making good use of the BFG here to try and get rid of as many of them as I can. There's a lot of different kinds of enemies taking aim at us here, so it's worth taking our time. Make sure we grab the rocket launch before we head into the next area. Be careful for that imp there. If you sort of stop back up around this corner when you're fighting these Arachnotrons, it will attack you, and it can take quite a lot of health off, so be aware of that. Heading down here brings us to that armor that we saw earlier on. It's very easy to get, just run forward and then turn around. Once you drop down here, you kind of have to go forward and drop down into the middle there. Or you have to come down here to get the blue key. So the trick with this room here is that there's a bunch of barons inside here, but there's a really nasty trap that we're about to uncover once we've just defeated this guy. When we hit the switch here, you'll see this room becomes an absolute hazard. It is possible to avoid all of these, but you want to be moving quickly to get that blue key card, and then you just kind of want to stand in a spot where the arrows are not hitting and just wait for them to go away. You can see there's a few nightmare imps that we didn't get rid of. Some spawn behind us there as well. There's an invulnerability there if you need it. I don't particularly feel like I need it right now. You can see here that this is a massive area. This is a very big open space, and obviously because we took out the enemies earlier on, we don't have to deal with the major encounter in here. But you can obviously see that this is a pretty large room and there was a lot of enemies in here, so getting rid of the enemies from up top was the bright idea, in my opinion. Just going to go around the corner here and take out this imp. You can tell we're on the right path here because these enemies have spawned in. They kind of act as a bit of a waypoint for you to, so you kind of understand that at least you're heading in the right direction. I do feel this part of the level is a bit cryptic about what you're meant to do next, because there's a switch over here behind this wall. And I feel like a lot of players may miss that on their first playthroughs. But when you hit it, it brings you down here. Kind of brings you to this little labyrinth-like area. We get a bunch of shotgun guys in here. We also see a Hell Knight here. There's also going to be some barons a bit later on. There's not really a lot to say about this area. Ultimately, it is just a little maze that you have to make your way through. And as you can see, there are some harder enemies in here just to kind of add a bit of spice. The barons in particular are pretty nasty to deal with in close quarters like this, so just make sure that you have plenty of ammo when you head into this area. We can head up here now. I'm going to use the chain gun against the shotgun guys just because it makes things a bit easier for me. And I don't really want to waste the shotgun ammo. We have plenty of it right now, but we may end up needing it. So as we head up here, you get ambushed by 2 Barons of Hell here, which is pretty nasty. There's plenty of ammo for your chain gun here. I do like this room. There's a nice contrast in lighting there, and I really appreciate that. We're just going to take out the Hell Knight here. Also going to replenish on bullets. We might be needing them in a moment. So we're just going to grab the red key card here, and once we do that, this room is going to fill up again with enemies. And as you can see, it's not Hell Knights, it's Barons of Hell. So it's going to be quite an ammo dump, this next section. take care of all these barons here. You can see in the background that Cacodemon and that Baron were having a good old little fight between themselves, and the Baron came out on top. I wonder how much damage that Cacodemon did to it. Not that much by the scenes of things. Cacodemon's joined us here for a bit of fun itself, but it's not going to get much in on me. Again, we haven't made use of that invulnerability just because I don't think we actually need it at this point. But now we can go inside the red door, which is over here. Love this room. Love the use of lighting here. There's a it's very atmospheric when you kind of wander into here. Gonna grab all the ammo we can. Grabbing the yellow key card from off the flames there, and a bunch of barons once again spawning, so we're just gonna have to deal with these before we head into the exit. A fun little observation I want to make: there's way more barons in this level than you would expect, and honestly they should have just called this Barons Lair instead of that Plutonia level, because frankly this deserves it way more. We may run out of ammo here. We have run out of ammo. Okay, let's see if punching the Baron gets us anywhere. I don't think it's going to, and I think I may have to go back into the level to get some ammo here. Because this thing is not happy to see me. Yeah, we're not going to risk that. I know there's some ammo bags back through that maze, but I don't want to go there if I can avoid it. I would much prefer to see if there's any ammo sort of lying around here. See if we can grab that. We can't. Did I clean this room up? Nice. I think I did. I'm not going to say no to health though. Like we weren't doing too well for health at the end there. See, the issue with me is that I use the super shotgun a lot in Doom 64. So I end up burning through shotgun ammo a lot quicker than I really should do. And it's something I really need to unteach myself when I'm playing through this again. I also left a bunch of shotgun ammo down here. So we can grab that as well while we're here. Like there, for example. I reckon we've probably got enough here, but we need to go up where the ammo bags are anyway, because that's where the exit to this area is, because you can't actually exit back in the way we came. So I may as well just head through the maze here. Funnily enough, it does actually give us a chance to appreciate the level a bit more. I do like this level. I feel that the only bit that really irks me is that switch on the reverse wall. Because I can tell you, again, as a kid, when I played through this game, I really struggled to find that, because obviously it's kind of out of the way, and if you're not able to sort of see that pillar clearly, you may not even know there's anything on the back side of it. Yeah, just took one shot. But yeah, I like this one. It's a fun level, packed with lots of atmosphere. Kind of goes a bit hard on the Barons, I feel, but we are playing on the top difficulty, so I can't really argue about that. Dark Citadel is one of those levels that sticks with me because it's memorable, it's really fun, and it's a real challenge if you're playing on the top difficulties. So very much worth a play if you've never got round to it. Let me know what you think of Dark Citadel. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you enjoying these hell levels in Doom 64 up to now? Let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.